Hey guys, welcome to the Skylanders Iceberg video. Sorry for the long intro, let's get into the video already. Sky. The first layer on this chart just lists all the games, so I'll skip over to the second layer. Spyro. Spyro is a main character in Skylanders, who previously had many games before Skylanders, and is a key character in the storyline. Figures. This is basically just saying that there are many characters to play as, and I don't know about you guys, but I remember collecting these to the point where I had pretty much all of them. Starter pack. I remember seeing these starter packs at my local Walmart before the game suddenly disappeared from markets and can be found online now. Or at least, I can't find them at stores. Skylanders Boy and Girl. The only thing I could find for this point is the Skylander Boy and Girl YouTube channel, who is a big YouTube channel for Skylanders, and last uploaded about a year ago. Toys to Life. Toys to Life is a video game feature in which physical figurines are used to interact with the game. Relating to how Skylanders uses actual figurines to play the game with, you simply get your plastic character and slap it on the plastic portal, which transports it to the game. Series 2. Series 2 is just a remake of some characters, but also adding new characters. These characters are able to learn new special upgrades, otherwise known as a WoW Pal, and were just generally better, in a sense, than Season 1. Portal of Power. The Portal of Power is just the plastic base used to teleport the figurines to the game, so you can play as them. This portal was usually included in the starter packs, and it is essential to play the game. Skylanders Academy. This is referring to the animated TV show of the game, which debuted on Netflix on October 28, 2016. There were 3 seasons of this show, which season 3 was released on September 28, 2018. The tip of the iceberg. PvP. Skylanders featured many battle arenas, otherwise known as PvP, where you could fight against your friends in the game. There were also many different modes. Arena Rumble, where the goal is to defeat your opponent. Sky Goals, where you carry a football through the goalpost for points. Sky Gem Master, where you collect 5 Sky Gems to win. And Ring Out, which is where you fill the Skylanders attack meter before the opponent does to send the opponent out of the ring. And Ring Out, which is where you fill the Skylanders attack meter before the opponent does to send the opponent flying out of the ring. Skylanders 7. I could not find much on this one, but from the research I've done, I'm assuming it's just theories or concepts of a 7th Skylanders game. All I found was the Skylander Maker, and let's just say, I'm slightly disturbed. Upgrade paths. Upgrade paths were paths which had different abilities based on the path you chose. You would upgrade your Skylanders abilities and choose the path you preferred the powers of. There was no way to change these after you chose a path, unless you actually reset the figure, which was kind of annoying in my opinion. Portal Owners Pack. What I found for this was that this was a digital copy of Skylanders Superchargers. It was so you could use any portal from any other game, for example the Giants portal or the Trap Team portal, instead of the specific portal needed to play Superchargers. Rift Engines. Rift Engines were powerful artifacts from Skylanders Superchargers. This is supposedly embedded in front of the new Portal of Power, used to make rifts to other worlds. Master Eon. Master Eon was the funny-looking big head guy, who is a main character, being an ally and a formal Portal Master. He became a spirit and passed on the role of Portal Master to the player. Row. Row is just a currency in Skylanders Ring of Heroes. Writing this, I realized Roh, R-O-H, probably stands for Ring of Heroes. Below the surface. Ancients. Ancients are mystical beings who created everything in Skylands, sort of like the gods of Skylanders. Archaeans. The Archaeans is an ancient race in which you can see their remains all throughout the Skylands. Their first appearance was in Skylanders Spyro's Adventure and played a big role in Giants. The Archaeans are the ones who would protect the Skylands from the darkness. Nobody really knows the true origins of them. Trap Team and Swap Force. I really don't know what to put for this. Like, they're two whole games. They're pretty fun, especially Trap Team, as you get to be the villains, something everyone always wanted to do. Glitches. Ah yes, my favorite part in any game. Skylanders had a few glitches, including max money for some games, and some Giants glitches. I won't get too far into glitches, explaining them would take way too long for the sake of time. Graphics on the Wii. They were surprisingly good for the time that games were coming out. Compared to the other games I used to play on my Wii, Skylanders was actually one of the highest quality games. Other people may have different opinions. Amiibo. Skylanders is the original Amiibo. Disney Infinity. Like the Amiibos, Skylanders is just always going to be my choice over Disney Infinity. Dark and Light. This is when I slowly started falling out from Skylanders, as Dark and Light figures were introduced. The light and dark elements are just expansions onto the game, introducing a few whole new elements. Jumping in Giants. This is probably referring to the fact that you could jump in that game, at least that's how I remember it. But I couldn't find anything other than the level jump for it when doing my research for this. Middle of the Iceberg. Skytubers. People who recorded some Skylanders content and had a YouTube channel based around Skylanders. That's pretty much it, to be honest. Portal Masters before Eon. This is kinda unexplainable, but leaves me wondering, who actually was before Eon? Is Eon immortal? Was Eon the first Portal Master? Sunburn Series 2. I already saw this coming on the iceberg. Sunburn was the only dragon from Skylanders Spyro's Adventure that never got a Series 2 or Light Core counterpart. Site updates. The Skylanders site is literally all about Skylanders. And I don't know if this is updated much, as the bottom still says 2011 to 2020. Unless Skylanders is cancelled. Mobile games. There are more games for mobile than I thought, including a mobile version of Superchargers, even with the portal and figures. I also found that Skylanders Battlecast is no longer available to play digitally, as of September 1st, 2017. Humans in Skylands. No humans are seen in the Skylands. Alright, next. Lego Dimensions. Do I have to repeat myself for the third time? Skylanders is superior. For Riley. The character Zap's Wow Pow, for Riley, was made as a dedication to a 4-year-old boy and Skylanders fan who had passed away from a rare form of cancer in May 2012. Bottom of the middle of the iceberg. E3 figures. Apparently these are rare versions of the figurines and they sell for a lot. Visually they look pretty normal to me. Dark editions. Literally just normal Skylanders, but with the dark element. And they consist of a dark color scheme. Small Swarm. The giant, known as Swarm, never got a small version. Sad. Big Skylanders figures. Can't find anything else besides Skylanders giant figures, so like, yay. 4 SSA E3 Showcase. Referring to a trailer presented for E3. Yeah, I watched about 3 seconds of it, and I kinda got bored. DK and Bowser console lock. The only thing that came up for this was the figure, Snapshot. I don't know how, but it did. I assume maybe this point is referring to Donkey Kong and Bowser were only made for consoles. I don't know that for sure, I'm just assuming. Minis are babies. I mean, I always thought that, so like, let's just leave it at that. Skylanders War. Probably referring to the War of the Dark and the Light in Skylanders, which is actually called the Great War, not the Skylanders War. This war is the backstory to the show's events and characters. Bottom of the iceberg. Hoodsickle is in love with Paris. Hoodsickle is in love with Persephone. Percy Jackson. He has a quote, "I wonder if Percy Jackson would consider a date with me. I've got no head, she's got no body. Opposites attract, you know?" Which is most likely a reference to the Greek myth of Hades and the daughter of nature goddess Demeter. Hoodsickle being a reference to Hades, since they are very similar. Heartbreaker Buckshot. Heartbreaker Buckshot is an unreleased Valentine's Day counterpart of Buckshot in Skylanders Imaginators rap. No thanks. Rap plus a kids game never mixes well. Giants wear the one Skylanders. Giants was not the first Skylanders. It was the first one that I played, but I don't think that's what this point means. Portions. Potions? Portions? Protons? What? Skylanders, no. No thank you. 3DS pack. It's literally just the game for 3DS. How is this so low on the iceberg? I guess mainly because of the big price attached to the starter pack. Yeah, I don't... No thanks. Bottom of the iceberg. Second half. Skylands is a planet. Skylands is indeed a planet, which is located in the elemental solar system, which is a large collection of different kingdoms. Skylands is made up of free-floating islands that are thought to be held up by magic, which is a very confusing concept. Is it a planet or islands held up by magic? What? Store displays. Yeah, the store displayed Skylanders. What else would they be? Hidden in some secret compartment in the store to hope kids find it? Like, it's clearly displayed. What? Question mark element gate. These were gates found in Trap Team, which had a question mark for the element. These elements were later found out to be the light and dark elements if you bought the expansion. Skylanders timeline. Way too long to explain, sorry. Dark and light before Trap Team. These elements were introduced in Trap Team, but may be a secret element the villains might have. But we'd never know, because we can't trap them like in Trap Team. I skipped over the points about Chris Chan as I couldn't find enough information about them. The depths. Hyperscan. The Hyperscan was a video game console released in 2006 by Mattel. The system had a scanner that scanned cards to load or save game data, or even power up characters or other useful things. Sounds like Skylanders in a way. Skylanders Lego. There was Skylanders Mega Bloks, but that's all I could find. No Skylanders Lego. Sadly, I couldn't buy them. They were unavailable. Giants is DLC. I don't know what that means. What? Blue Stealth Elf. Most likely refers to the legendary Stealth Elf, which is the counterpart of the Series 2 Stealth Elf, but blue and gold. Weapon Master figure. Never happened, and the Weapon Master is an Archaean who appeared in the console version of Skylanders Spyro's Adventure. There was a prototype for it, however, which looks like it would be a fun character to play as, not gonna lie. Bootleg Skylanders. I barely found anything for this, besides a horrible picture of Slam Bam. The Depths, Part 2. Skylanders SK-M66S rechargeable stealth elf character speaker. Wow, I said that first try, that's cool. Let's just say I'd cop this. This is Dreamcatcher's body. Dreamcatcher is an air villain in Trap Team. She's just a floating head, without a body. Crypt King Magic Giant. Crypt King is an undead element, not a magic. So, I don't understand. The Fall of Archaean. Also don't understand this one, what? SSA on PS2. I don't know what SSA even means, but when I did my research on this part, it came up with something about Social Security Administrators. Social Security Administration, that's the word. Which is probably not the right thing, so... Alright, reading this, I realized that said Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, not Social Security Administration. And I don't think Spyro's Adventure was on the PS2. But hey, that's what I thought. You know, get mad at me, you won't. Skylanders are dead. I think this means that the franchise is being shut down slowly, as more games might not be released. I couldn't see much theories on the actual main characters being dead, besides some characters' parents or something. The Depths, Part 3. Core of Light. The Core of Light is an ancient machine built by the ancients. This device made its first appearance in Spyro's Adventure and is powered by all the elements, being constructed by many items from the Skylands. The Core of Light plays such a big role in the game, as it protected the Skylands from the darkness for many years, using a beam that vanquishes the magic-eating entity's manifestation where clearly visible. Otherwise it just kills the darkness, there we go. Although in Superchargers, it is revealed that the Core of Light was not only used for protection, but as a weapon against the darkness. Skylanders are cops in Squickle. The research I found is that Squickle, or CWCville, is actually a place in the state of Virginia, USA. And why are Skylanders cops? Cursed Tiki Temple is a metaphor. The closest possible thing I found is that one of the NPCs says, "I, for one, welcome our new Dragon Island overlords." This is a reference to a line from an episode in Season 2 of The Simpsons. "I, for one, welcome our new insect overlords." I don't know what else this level pack could be a metaphor for. for. Slaves and Skylands. In Giants, Chapter 1, a story goal is to free the Mabu slaves. This proves that some Mabu are used as slaves in the Skylands and need to be set free. Lost Skylanders. The only lost piece of Skylanders I found was Skylanders Lost Islands, which was a mobile game only available in certain countries such as Canada, USA, Australia, and Europe. The game was announced to be taken off the App Store on November 1st, and now I can't find much more info on the game, considering it may be lost forever. Actually, I don't know, because I just really don't want to research this app. I do remember playing it though. I remember the little veggie guy, what's the green ball guy or something? He like shoots tomatoes at you, pow, pow. Thank you for making it to the end. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like the video and feel free to subscribe. It's free and you can unsubscribe at any time. Also, join our Discord server. Link will be in the description.